Let's go over to Pennsylvania now, where election workers are counting mail-in ballots that they were not allowed to open until today. Senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer is at a ballot processing center in Chester County, Pennsylvania, with more. Hi, Devin. So this is it's a meticulous process. Why were workers not allowed to start until today, then? And how long could this take?
Yeah, Diane, Pennsylvania is one of 9 states that can't begin processing those tens of thousands of mail-in ballots until 7 a.m. on Election Day. So that process is just getting underway right now. More than 1.2 million mail-in ballots have already been returned statewide. More than 80,000 here in Chester County. We're in the swing suburbs of Philadelphia. And I want to show you just how this process is working. Take a look behind me right here. This is the first stop in the ballot processing chain of custody, if you will. These workers over here are just beginning to take a look at the mail-in ballot envelopes. They're checking for signatures. They're checking for dates. If they don't have those on them, Diane, they're flagged with a blue form like this one for a review by a lawyer. That process is happening right underway over here right now. And take a look at these folks in orange vests. Those are the poll watchers from the various campaigns and political parties. They're watching the lawyers from the county adjudicate each and every one of these ballots. Should it be counted or should it not be counted? So those determinations are underway right now. So critical in this very key state and close races. And then over here, once they're ready for counting, these ballots are being run through the envelope opening machines. There's a machine for everything in our democracy, Diane, and that's what's happening here before they're even counted. That process not expected to start till about noon today in this county. They got to open those envelopes, pull out those ballots, flatten the ballots, and then the tabulating begins. I'm told, Diane, it could be several days, maybe Thursday, until this county finishes counting. Diane?
So interesting to see all of the steps of the process, Devin. And when you look at the way this all happens, how could that affect how the results come in? Could that impact if we see what's often called a red or a blue mirage, where it looks like one party is far ahead, but then other votes come in to change that?
It sure does, Diane. You may have heard the term. You mentioned it, red mirage, blue mirage, sort of a false sense of who's ahead. That has to do with how the parties vote typically. And in this state, more than 70% of the mail-in ballots returned so far are from registered Democrats. That tells you something. So a lot of these ballots here, just by virtue of method of voting, are from Democrats. These results, though, won't post. They won't be tabulated until later in the process, several days. However, a lot of Republicans voting today in person. Those results will tick up early, so there could be what we call a red mirage. Things get much closer as the hours and days go on, Diane.
So, Devin, how are officials there reassuring voters who may be concerned about election integrity?
Well, they were inviting us in, Diane, because of all of the misinformation this year in this campaign coming from 2020 and election deniers. The county wanted us to see. They wanted our cameras to take a look. These are average folks, middle class, local civil servants, non-political officials who are doing the counting and processing. And I just spoke with the director of Board of Elections here, Josh Maxwell, who told me who these people are who are counting the ballots. Take a listen.
They're Republicans, they're Democrats, they're independents. They're middle-class folks who come to work every day and they want to do a good job, regardless of the political party affiliations. So we really empower them and give them the tools that they need to do a good job. And if people understood the folks who are processing this information are not political appointees, but are middle-class people in Chester County, in Westchester, coming to work every day, I think they'd understand that these are their neighbors and they're just doing a good job.
These folks are in good spirits, Diane, but they've been under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. It's been a tough election cycle, but they say they're going to be here 24/7 until every last vote is counted. Diane?
All right, Devin Dwyer, thanks for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.